Hello there, Sagittarius. Thank you for stopping by for your monthly tarot video forecast for the month of April 2016. What I'm looking at is one particular life cycle that comes up in the month of April. This is not a comprehensive look at your whole month, Sagittarius. A life cycle is just something that happens to us. We basically are put in a position where we will either learn something or experience something. And then as we integrate that lesson or experience into our lives, we get ready to move on or graduate to the next life cycle and the next lesson or experience. So this should be a major theme that comes up in the month of April for you. But like I said, oops, excuse me. Like I said, it is not going to be a comprehensive look at your month at all. If you would like a private reading where I can take a more comprehensive look at any particular question for you or any particular time frame for you, you would want to book that so that we can look at just your particular energies. Now, having said that, obviously this is a general reading. Lots of people watch this, so everything that comes up here is not going to apply to every single Sagittarius who watches these videos. So you just need to recognize that as I'm going through this reading. Usually you can tell what applies by whether it what's the word I'm looking for? resonates with you or not. Okay, so let's see, what else do you need to know? Anything that comes up that you don't like, you have free will. Free will changes anything. So you can make some changes in your decisions or in your behaviors so that this particular thing that comes up that you're not thrilled about can be changed and made different. You don't have to have this, even if it resonates with you. It's not written in stone because you have free will. You can change some things. Okay, so let's just get going with your reading. Sagittarius, the first thing I have talks to me about your environment. Environment can be any place where you have energy or effort invested, and what I'm seeing here is that you really enjoy the environment that you're in right now. You are really, you like it. The environment has the key to your heart. It's a good place for you. You really enjoy it. Now, next we're looking at subconscious leanings. And what I have here actually talks about that there is some kind of creative action that you are working on subconsciously. There's some kind of thing that you would like to create or come up with. This may be a new business. This may be a new idea for the business you have now. This may be a new hobby. Could be all kinds of different things. Could be a new painting that you want to work on or a new book that you want to work on if you're a writer. But there's something new that is sort of percolating and being created in your subconscious right now. Let's see. Learning style and communication style. As you're going through this particular life cycle, it looks to me like you are determined to research some things or to learn about some things going through this life cycle. Even if you have to hunt down the information and dig it out yourself, even if it's not easy to find this information, you definitely will be looking for it and finding it. Communication style, very direct, very to the point right now. Especially when it comes to this particular life cycle, not mincing any words. People around you know exactly where they stand, to the point that what you're saying could very easily be abrasive. And I'm actually even hearing the word abusive. So you may want to be careful to kind of monitor your communication style a little bit. Try to consider a little bit how it would be affecting the other people around you. All right, so next thing that we have does talk about work. There's some kind of new beginning with you for work, and you need to know that with me, work can be one of two things. This can be how you make your living, but it also can be what you're doing to improve your own character, okay? So there's a new beginning here. So if this is talking about character improvement, this is a whole new thing that you've decided you want to make better about yourself. Now, if we're talking about making a living, this can be a brand new job. This can be a brand new project at work. This can be a promotion that puts you into a new position. All kinds of different ways to have new beginnings at work. But that's what I see coming in as a new beginning for you. The part of you that's being grown or expanded as you work your way through this life cycle has to do with balance, has to do with having a lot of things on your plate and managing to handle them all well. So balancing everything. So balancing family time, balancing work time, balancing projects, and keeping all the plates sort of in the air, so to speak. So um, this is something that as you learn how to do this more and more, where you still might feel like things are a little bit hectic, people around you are going to be watching what you're doing and thinking about, wow, look how gracefully she just handles all this stuff. Or he. 22% of my viewers are he, so could be a he. But anyway, they're thinking about how gracefully you're handling everything that is put on your plate. The next card that comes up talks to me about those things that you stand for. And this is a card that's influenced by Mars, which means you can stand for this with great enthusiasm, possibly even aggression if you're pushed too far with this. But it looks like you, it looks like as you're learning how to get everything all balanced, that you are scattered pretty thin. Your energy is scattered in all kinds of different directions because you're trying to take care of so many different things. And somebody might be trying to tell you, in fact, probably there are people trying to tell you, hey, you've got to narrow the focus a little bit, you know, because you're just too scattered. It's hard to get anything accomplished when you're doing a little here, 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 and then coming back and doing a little more here, a little more here, a little more here. You know, so people are kind of advising you, hey, you know, bring it in a little bit. And this is a point that you are not ready to do. You would stand up to them and you would say, look, this is the way it has to be right now. And if you don't get it, I'm sorry, but nothing's changing here. Not sure you're going to say I'm sorry even. All right, so the next card that comes up talks to me about how other people perceive you. Interesting. This is so interesting because it's like exactly the opposite of what's going on in your life. But other people perceive you as being in the middle of things slowing down. Isn't that kind of crazy? All this is about balance and about handling all these things coming up. They see you in a situation where things are slowing down. Life lesson or life experience as you're going through this particular life cycle has to do with other people's expectations. And this life experience has to do with you deciding, you know what, it's fine that these people expect this stuff from me. They can expect whatever they want, but I'm the one that has to make me happy. I don't see any of these people trying to make me happy. That's on me. That's my job. And so they can expect whatever they want to expect. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to stress out if it doesn't happen to meet their expectations. So that's the lesson or the experience that comes up for you to be able to complete this life cycle as you are integrating that experience into your life. There are a few things that come up. One of them is that some of those options that have been some of those places where you've been scattering your energy. Remember we were talking about that your energy is really scattered right now. Some of those disappear. I feel like you do narrow the field. You decide, okay, I'm going to focus on this, 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 and this. This, and this, and this is going to have to wait till I've got more time or resources or whatever. So I do see you bringing things into focus, prioritizing and bringing in those high priority items or high priority activities and dealing with those. The next thing I see is kind of coming to a place where you're feeling a little bit stuck because you are pleasing yourself. You're not pleasing everybody else. And this is kind of different for you, Sagittarius. I feel like a lot of times you've spent in your life really making other people happy, more than what you actually realize or would think about. And so now that you're not necessarily making other people happy like you've normally done, it kind of throws you. It's going to take a little bit of adjustment time to figure out how do I want to handle these other people's reactions, because I don't want to just flip them the bird and say, hey, I'm looking out for me. But at the same time, I want to compassionately tell them that I'm taking care of me. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit of a sticky situation as you get through this life cycle. The ultimate fulfillment of the life cycle here, though, is really a positive card. This talks about leaving some negative things behind and moving forward in a positive direction. And this is just the beginning of a transition. So this is like, you know that those negative things are gone, but you don't know what's going to fill their place. You don't know what the new normal is going to be. It's kind of a, it's almost like seeing a TV show and having at the bottom, you know, to be continued. You just don't know what's around the corner next. So that's going to be the seed for your next life cycle. I'm sure those blanks will be filled in pretty quickly for you. And I want to say I appreciate you so much, Sagittarius, for stopping by, for hanging out, liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. I do appreciate everybody's support. You all have a fantastic week. I will see you here the next time. Peace out. By the way, not a fantastic week, a fantastic month. You can tell I'm used to making weeklies, right? Peace out.